Olympian.
Yeah, that's with an H at the
Oh, you guys made you helped make my day.
I don't have the H at the end. You don't have the H. So you're the.
Oh, I love it.
So currently I am getting ready for the shakeout. We just arrived in, I don't know why I'm struggling, Minnesota. Me, Connor, and Clayton, and got to our hospitality room, got the bid. Just forget about this. Number one, baby! Like, comment, and subscribe, and one lucky fan is gonna get this. Make sure to comment. I'm gonna pick one random comment and mail you this. I'll get the Connor and Clayton to sign it, and I'll sign it, and I'll mail it to you. I want to do something like that, something cool like that, something a small, unique piece, and give it to you guys. Cause like I have no desire to keep this, and so one lucky fan, I'll mail this to you. So if you like, comment, subscribe, I'll pick one lucky comment. Maybe I'll include this hat as well. This really nice recyclable material hat. I'm gonna go do shakeout. I did a shakeout this morning, where I did an easy lights off, save power. Where I did 3 miles this morning, and I'm gonna go do 3 to 4 now. Just finished a shakeout. I did 3.3 miles with a few strides, and then got a massage. Got worked on my left side of my body, tends to be really tight, and so got worked on my left hip and ankle and quads a little bit. I'm gonna get it worked on more tomorrow, but yeah, feels good. Legs are feeling better than I expected. The last couple of days, it's just been like my IT bands have been flaring up, and quads and hips, and just everything just been like tighter than usual, and so I'm kind of happy with it. Like I thought the flight was gonna make it even worse, but it's better than I expected. I'll make a confession, I won't lie. In the beginning of the week, I thought I was getting sick. I had like a sore throat, like runny nose, a headache, and stuff like that. But I didn't get sick. It ended up being allergies. I think my allergies were acting up, so I started taking Claritin, and so that helped a little bit with all the symptoms. And being in Minneapolis, hopefully I'm not allergic to anything because I didn't bring any Claritin or anything, and so hopefully I'm not allergic to anything here. But yeah, I kind of was scared, like, because 3 weeks ago I had COVID, got over it, and I was feeling constantly fatigued. But now I think everything is all check. Tomorrow I'll do one last all check, take an ice bath later today. Hopefully there's an ice bucket and stuff like that. I have a tub. I'll do my whole recovery routine. Maybe hit a stretch session later. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna go get dinner with Connor and Clay.
Eat your broccoli, kids. Eat your broccoli.
I don't know.
And then what do you have? Curry. Eat your beef.
And I can't afford food.
Made me thinking, why didn't they just buy house food? These jerks. Late for work again.
Set an alarm, but I set an alarm to set a cap of how late I will sleep in, and so that cap was 8 a.m. And so yeah, the most important sleep is the night before the race, like 2 nights before, and so tomorrow night is not as important, but it's still important, but not as important. And so I wanted to focus on sleeping as much as I could, and so let's just hit 10 for easy math. 10 almost 10 hours of sleep. So ran out of sleep. Now I'm gonna go shake out and then go get breakfast. But it's just really disappointed. He just didn't listen to my haircut instructions. I wanted a little bit of fade, not all the way up there. I said low. Unless that was low, then my fault. But yeah, I'm gonna go turn in my fluids now. All right, so what's the fit for the race? Black shorts, blue tank top, this fresh pair of Alpha Flight 3s. Ooh, can you see that? Ran them once. I did a workout. I did 3 times a mile track workout in these bad boys, and to break them in a little bit so they don't destroy my feet. I've raced in these style before, and so bandit hat for the first couple miles. Thoughts for the race tomorrow? It's supposed to be, weather is supposed to be great, minus the wind has picked up the last couple of days, and so tomorrow we're supposed to have 15, 16 miles an hour wind during the race with 33 mile an hour gust. I don't know how they can predict the wind, but they can. 6:40. I'm probably gonna try to go to bed in the next hour or two. Wake up time tomorrow is 4:50. I made more in 320 mix, and I'll be sipping on it the rest of the night. I'm probably gonna watch a movie and sip on it. But yeah, that's pretty much my night. It's currently 5 a.m. and I'm about to go do like 5-6 minute shakeout just to wake the legs up, and then I'm gonna go to the athlete hospitality for some breakfast and then come back up here, shower, and I have to leave at 6 a.m. for the busing. The race starts at 8 a.m. and so it takes 20 minutes to get us to the athlete hospitality. No, it takes us 20 minutes to get to the starting line, and so yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I woke up to the wind gusts outside, and so it tells you how strong the wind is at the moment, and so it makes me a little nervous. I won't lie. That scared me a little bit. Yeah. Here goes the shakeout. The race plan that I talked with Coach, and the race plan that I'm still going with is patience with destruction. And what that means is be patient the first half of that race. And that is the toughest thing to tell a marathoner is be patient. And meaning the first 13 miles, be patient, let it flow by, don't worry about pace, don't worry about pace, but don't be crazy worried about the pace of how fast you're going, how slow you're going, and stuff like that. So it's be patient. And then followed by destruction, meaning slowly start destroying the pack, and then get to the finish line essentially first. And so that's the race plan we're going with. Kitted out and bandit. Appreciate it, bandit. You don't bring one? I can't give you one charger.
No, dude. The time I started at mile 16 of the marathon. What?
No, it doesn't, you idiot. Number, you know that those conditions are going to not be safe. And again, you mentioned kind of the domino effect, where again, it's not just the resources here at the race, but if you kind of overload those hospitals, the everyday needs that go into that, those don't go away. So definitely something that came into effect.
Took off, went straight up a hill. So these 5 runners who have been at the front here have been really determined and just kind of checking in with each other, grabbing water, feeling relaxed. And their paces, I'm not seeing everything show up on the split here with MTech, but it seems like they've been pretty well. Last year, he was here for the marathon and was really looking forward to it. He was in the hotel when he got the word of the cancellation. He said that he just told his agent, he looked around and said, what is going on? He said he felt embarrassed when he got home. They didn't have anything to share with his family after that. And then Houston 2024, something was going on. He's back here at Twin Cities Marathon. And you got to imagine that he's feeling extremely determined. He wants to go home back to Kenya. He wants to tell people how this race went and how he battled. Even as he's getting older, of course, 2016, he set the course record here, but that's been several years now. Usually he's here with his training partner, Elisha Barneau, but I asked him, where is Elisha this year? He said that he just ran a race in South America down the hills here at Minnehaha Creek Parkway. Just a beautiful scene here. Lots of fans out supporting everything. You can see Cosmos Caplimo is on the left. He doesn't have a bib number. I think you mentioned this, but right at the start, you guys, he was trying to get these pins in. Something was going on with these pins. Just could not get him in. But even sometimes, like in 2016, when Dominic Enduro set the course record here, we had the fastest time in that year here in the Twin Cities Marathon. And of course, there's such...
Yeah, I really don't want to record this video, but I know that I'm gonna look back at this later and use this as a reflection. I'm just really upset. Like, I'm not upset that I dropped out. Like, I don't think I would have done anything better than maybe like a 2:18 probably if I just kept jogging 6:30s. But I'm just upset that, I don't know, I felt bloated and just like, I knew that I was gonna throw up at like mile 14 or 15 because I guess I should explain what happened. What happened was, first bottle, I got perfectly fine. Bottles 2, my bottle wasn't even there. Bottle 3, my bottle was empty. And as I was talking about my race bottles, I didn't really talk about what kind of bottles that I use. And so I use these ketchup bottles from Target, Walmart, whatever. I bought these on Amazon. And so the tip is like that. And so it's easy, it comes off, right? As professional runners, we are given personal hydration bottles. And so it would be these ones. And so this is my personal preference of the bottles that I practice with and the bottles that I like, right? And so I usually fill my drink up anywhere from 3/4 to like almost all the way up. And so the racing company, whatever racing company, depending on what their organization is like, they have you put in something. For this example, it was a box like so. And so there were 8 different boxes because it was 8 different stations. And so they had us put the bottles in there, but there's not enough elite runners to fill the box. Once the bottle is placed inside the box like this, they have to transport these boxes later that day or later that morning once everyone's turned their bottles in to transportation to the course. And so what I think happened to my bottle is during transportation, they tipped. And so do you see what happens when it tipped? The lid opened and everything is pouring out of it. And so when they were transporting it, I'm assuming they weren't really careful. And so mine leaked. This little cap is good. It's not amazing. It's not great. It can still spill, as I showed you there. I should have grabbed some construction tape or painter's tape, I don't know exactly what you call this, and ripped it, something that's really easy to rip. And so that's the most important part because you don't want to struggle during the race to get your bottle. And so I should have gotten something like this, grabbed the tip of that and just taped it. And so during the race, during transportation, the odds of this falling off, very small, right? And so I should have done something like that. And so during the race, it just takes a little pressure to rip this open. And so I should have done that. And so that is something that I have learned the hard way, sadly. And so that's what I'm gonna work on in the future. And that's what I'm gonna do for the rest of my bottles from the future on. From this moment on into the future, I'm gonna have to start taping my bottles. It's tragic, tough way to learn, but it's a necessity. Yeah, I hope this explained a little bit better of what I was talking about my bottles. And this actually happened to, I think 2 of my bottles and 1 of them was missing. So it happened to 3 bottles. I missed aid stations 2, 3, and 4. And so I went 9 miles without any fluids. My fault on that, 100% my fault. And it's hard to take blame for it, but I should have been better, well prepared, and just thought about the hypotheticals, and I didn't. With the bottles that I missed, so I took more than I normally would, because I filled my bottle up to 8 ounces when I normally only take 4. Yeah, like I don't want to make any excuses. Like I'm not saying this is the reason. It's just I was just really upset. Like I think the bottles tipped over, and like my bottle, I wish I had mine tipped over and just opened like this, and so they all spilled, but they still just like put them out on the course, and so I'm just really upset with that. But at the same time, I should have done better. And when I recognized that, I should have gone to the water or the Powerade aid station and took some. And so now that is my fault. But I'm just really upset because 3rd marathon in a row, I've had an amazing 22 miles. And I still can't figure out the last 4. That's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating, and that's it. I'm supposed to feel like money on mile 20, and I didn't. And that's not why I dropped out. I dropped out because I just didn't have anything. I just couldn't stop barfing. I spent 3 minutes just on the sidewalk, just letting it all out. And so, I don't know. I think when you drop out, this whole mentality creeps in, and once you do it once, you're more likely to do it more often. And I'm not gonna do it again. I will never drop out again, even if I run a 2:30. I will never drop out again. And so, yeah, I got nothing else to say. I got 30 minutes until I have to be at the airport, but yeah, I just want to do a quick reflection, and maybe I'll do a more in-depth reflection later. But I'm frustrated. I'm still happy. I did 22 miles at 5:05. It's still a decent workout. I don't know. I'm just really disappointed in myself. That's it. At the end of the day, like, there's nothing. Like, my fitness there. My fitness could have ran 2:10. Like, the first 5 guys that I was running with for 20 miles of that race ran 2:10. Would I have ran that? Maybe not. I might have ran 2:11 high or something like that. But at the end of the day, what you guys gonna get from this is I'm disappointed in myself, and I need to be better. I need to be fitter, and I need to train my gut so I don't barf again. And so, which means doing my long runs, taking the same amount of fuel that I would take in a race. Period. Yeah, let's get going.